TNA. What to say about you? TNA. You know, I was thinking to myself late last night after I made my prediction video, which, thank you TNA for showing me I should have never made that video, and I actually deleted that video so it's no longer there. That it's amazing how TNA has changed in a year. Now that we're in the year 2011, a new year, this first show of TNA in the year 2011, we see this. Now I know this was, I believe it was taped last week or the week before that, because TNA is like a whore when it comes to taping. You know, they love taping, but oh good God, guys, most of you should know by now that yours truly does not like watching the Jersey Shore and finds it absolutely pointless and horrible. I was so bored from Impact, I was actually watching that and Impact at the same time. Something that I've never have done in my life. Of the 20 years of being here on Earth, I have never have watched that done at the same time. Watch professional wrestling and a reality fake TV show at the same time. But anyhow, TNA. You know, people wonder why I still watch TNA. You know, I make TNA videos, I don't get many views because it seems like a lot of people have lost interest in TNA. They gave up. In my opinion, that might be kind of somewhat of a bandwagon fan. I still watch TNA, but it's just I get more and more disappointed watching it. Because let me tell you something. Now, I'm not kissing Mr. McMahon's ass before anyone calls me a fanboy. You know, I'm just stating out what I thought, not the truth, because there's a difference between opinion and fact. I've said this before. That Impact was a total mess. I mean, the only match that was decent was the Motor City Machine Guns and AJ Styles and Kazarian match. And, you know, that match was just good because you have, you know, 4 pretty good wrestlers, you know. Machine Guns are fun to watch. AJ's fun to watch. And Kazarian's pretty talented, you know. So that was nothing against them. But then when you have promos that don't even make sense, like the Pope coming out there and doing his thing and Joe interrupting him saying that, oh, where's your money you needed to feed the children and to give them puppies. And it was just like, these guys are faces. And the whole Boney Ray and Brother Devon segment was absolutely, oh. I mean, TNA, good lord, you know. So far, I know it's only been a week into the new year, but to me, 1 week into it, WWE is a better company than TNA. Now, somebody asked me about this Sunday's pay-per-view, Genesis. Somebody commented me. I don't know who it was exactly, so if I forget your name, I apologize, but somebody asked me, do you think this would be a good pay-per-view this weekend, this Sunday? I think it'll be an okay pay-per-view. I think the buy rates are going to be wicked low. First off, you don't even have your World Heavyweight Champion in a match. It's not just he's not defending the belt, but the fact that he doesn't even have a match and the fact that he is most likely going to jail for at least 45 days. To have a World Championship belt, you're supposed to defend it in 30 days. Jeff's not going to have the belt for a while. Yeah, the Divas looking belt, in my opinion. I know at first it was cool, but the more I see it, the more I just, ugh. Yeah, but I mean, and then you barely mention your main event match, which is a #1 contenders match between Matt Morgan and Mr. Anderson. You barely mention into that, which, you know, thinks, okay, TNA, what are you doing to promote your product? And then the knockouts match. Madison Rain, and if Tara's hurt, why in the blue hell is she like at freaking ringside? I know she's like Madison's bitch, but really, I mean, I found that out, crystal clear when she literally rolled over for Madison in order to get the belt. Who is about 99% chance of her losing it this Sunday to Mickie James. Who Mickie James, I said this before, gonna make history, 3-time women's champion. Women's and women's champion, divas champion, knockouts champion. But oh Lord have mercy. Oh my God. And then you have this MMA Jeff Jarrett crap. As Mitch would love to say, the dinosaurs. Jeff Jarrett should have left after WCW. And now people are saying, oh, he became NWA champion. He made the King of the Mountain match. Yeah, and what's that go now? TNA has literally made, I swear on my life, that they have made like every single match possible since the Hogan and Bischoff era, but the King of the Mountain match. So don't give me that. They've even had the Steel Asylum, and they've used that once, and that was the January 4th one, where Jeff Hardy and Ric Flair and everybody made their debuts. I just get so confused. And this is the same company who in a year lost so much great talent. In the women's division, I know no one gives a crap about the women's division. I swear, I always joke around this, I always think to my head, I swear I'm the only, YWC shooter that actually somewhat cares about the women's division. But, when you lose such talents as ODB, Roxy, Awesome Kong, Taylor Wilde, Hamada, Alyssa Flash, the list just goes on, and then you try to replace them with Brooke Adams / Miss Teschmacher, Mickie James, who's done a great job, nothing against Mickie, and Winter, aka Kaylee Burchill, which we all know is nothing but a ripoff of storyline between her and Angelina Love, the Trish Stratus and Mickie James, obviously Winter being Mickie James and Angelina being Trish. But the fact of the matter is, TNA, is that I am gonna give Genesis a shot. I am. And the reason why I'm giving it a shot is because, first of all, I don't want to look like I've only loved one company only. That's WWE. I try to get into ROH. Yeah, everybody, their mothers, such as Wrestling Jesus, Sabu TNA Forever, NMC. Everyone's talking about ROH, how it sucks, and how ROH robots, and I just like, oh, good God, I'm not an ROH fan, so I don't have to freaking argue about that crap. But anyway, I'm trying. Gold Dizzy mentioned this last year, I believe, that he talked about a wrestling fan is like, liking different, cereals. Like, oh, I like Cheerios, I like Frosted Flakes, I like Lucky Charms, I like Captain Crunch. You could use that as a example of wrestling companies. I like RH, I like TNA, I like WWE, I like Dragon Gate, I like AAA Mexico. It's just so many different companies you could choose of. You're not supposed to like one company, but with TNA, it's just, oh, good God. And what's sad too is one of the things I loved about TNA was reaction. I know it was kind of like somewhat of a soap opera, but I found it entertaining for the most part. But no, they canceled Reaction. Reaction is gone now. And most likely, Fortune, aka Immortal, are probably gonna win every freaking belt. And then, guess who we're gonna have back on a television screen? Hey, brother. Did you miss me, brother? I'm back, brother. I'm married now, brother. I had a wedding, and there was literally a fight, brother. Get ready, brother. Oh, yeah. And the last person, like Macho Man, so excuse me, but TNA, give me a break.